Hello, everyone. You can call me Hallie, and welcome back to the land of Kaldur, my original story world. Last time we built this amazing crystal cave full of glittery crystals and deep, dark lore. And today, we're going to start off by building up the source of that lore, the eternal winter itself. Now, as we come down here, you can see that I've built out this patch of white snow right here in the center of this chamber. And luckily, it has a 1x1 center. So we're going to build up a little pedestal right here out of glass. Second. There we go. That's going to go up by 2. We're just going to use the panes to go just like that on all 4 of the sides. And we're going to make it just a tiny bit more interesting by mixing in some other glass colors. Just like this. Not like that. Let's see how that looks coming down. Very transparent. Throw in a tiny bit more glass at the corners here. And come back and take another. Ooh, that looks pretty interesting. So next we are going to grab a wool carpet. We'll use light blue. And then we're going to weaponize Minecraft's strange gravity rules. Pop that right there. And that right there. I do think we should have a bit of a more unique source, just so it stands out. On the other hand, when I first checked the lighting in here, I'm like, oh, it's so dim because of the tinted glass. But now I'm considering putting in the tinted glass back, just so that there's more of a contrast here with this exposed end rod. That does actually help a little bit. I do want to experiment with other lighting sources, perhaps. Like, let's say, a soul lantern. Because I want it to stand out. Not that. Oh, wait! Wait, that actually works out! Oh my goodness! Yes, that's perfect! That's perfect! It's a lot dimmer now, but actually, no. I like it so much. You know, let's go back to the beginning here and walk down and look at it from an incoming perspective. Look at that! Oh my gosh! Yeah, so that's it. That's the source of the eternal winter, placed there by Fenrir and the other great beasts. It's been hidden there for thousands of years. And until certain people become brave enough to actually poke their heads in here, it has stayed there. Mostly dormant, but maybe not quite so dormant. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna check on the trader and his llamas. See what they... Aha! I see. Llama? And trader, he's still only got 1 llama. I'm not sure where the other one's gone. Yeah. He's lost his other llama. Unfortunate for him. Definitely can hang on to that one, but I doubt that's possible. Oh, bunny. Alright. So we did the source, so now it's time to work on the exterior here. And how I described it in the story is that it had a, and I quote, huge arch of gray stone, and it was built into the side of the North Mountain specifically. And it was partially blocked by a large mound of snow. So that means we need no blocks and stone bricks, we'll say. Maybe we'll mix in some other stuff in a minute. Now, I'm not going to mess with this much because I really like this entranceway as it is and I don't want to ruin it. But we will be putting in the arch and I will be building up some snow around this area just so you can see, get the vibe and it ruins the illusion less. So I'll fix up that and then we'll probably make a little pathway leading up to it. Goes around this way or so. And then we'll probably call it good. So let's get that underway. Start, say there. Up around here. We might need some stairs. I guess I need some stairs to help smoothen it out a bit. Eh. There we go, we've got a brief outline. That's actually not ruining it. Move this right here. Yeah. I'm gonna grab some stairs. Grab some stairs. Where are the stairs? The stairs are somewhere. I imagine they're right here. Grab some stairs and we'll start just like that. Down around this side. This way, yeah. Oh. And pointing out that way. How does that? Yeah. Now we're gonna intersperse it with the, not that. Cracked stone bricks, just to give it a more weathered appearance. I think I looked at some point, and there were not cracked brick stairs, so I don't know what's up with that, but it's up. So, unfortunately, I can't do this to the stairs, which is a little unfortunate. But here we go. Wonder if I could incorporate a lodestone somehow. This. Because those just look so decorative and mysterious all by themselves. That's helping. What if I... this? Perhaps? Maybe? That feel? Much. Pull this back just a tiny bit. Where did the stairs go? Back. Not terrible. Definitely not terrible. Where are the lodestones? They are not being kept here. Yeah. Oh, that made an interesting noise when I placed it down. How does it look from distance coming up? I definitely need to add in here. That maybe? For that. It's definitely more of a trial and error thing until we figure it out. I'm genuinely not sure how I feel about this. Let's pull out balls. Maybe start incorporating those a bit more instead of just like stairs. Create different shapes. That's interesting, actually. Looks a little bit more structured already. A little more like a place. It's there on purpose. Yeah. Yeah. Even this out a bit with the snow here. Yeah, that's coming together, actually. Just... not like that, but... there? Yeah, there we go. There we go, that's the cave in his arch. So now let's turn our attention to the surrounding landscape. Definitely have some stuff going on here. But then we got the grass coming in, and that's completely ruining the illusion. So let's just start doing something like this. Start going down until it's way less obvious. We're gonna get rid of like the cherry blossom biome entirely, and turning into an ice biome is gonna be way too big of a job, but this is a start. We can at least create the illusion that everything is still snow and ice, as it should be. So while we're working on this, I have a few updates for you. And the first of that is that I have an Instagram account now. Finally. It's been a long time coming. Yeah, over there I post pictures, stills from the builds I'm doing here, and straight writing updates if you want those, and some art because I do draw on the side. So if you're interested in any of that, you can take a poke over there. It is linked in my channel description, so it'd be easy to find. I'm very excited that I'm finally able to do this. Yeah, definitely give that a look. The second thing is that I am officially start working on the second draft of the first book that this series is connected to. I originally wrote out the first draft a couple years ago now, and then started working on the drafts of the other books in the series, and then kinda got bored and set it aside for a while, but the series has made me get invested again. We're finally working on the Main story. I'm gonna have so many of these in my inventory when I am done here. Oh my word. Oh my word.
Huh?
Dude, what? Shoot. Out. And so I'm not super far in yet, and I'm working very slowly, but hey, progress is progress. I finished rewriting chapter 1. I'm very excited to see how it goes from there. I'm immediately getting into new territory because, while chapter 1 is just an edited version of the original, the very next chapter is something that's added in and doesn't exist in the original, so... New territory already, yay! I will be sure to keep you updated, both here and over on Instagram, so... be looking forward to that. On we go. Oop, trees. Trees. Always trees and flowers in the way. Yeah. So let's head over onto the side. Do this big chunk right here. Riveting content, isn't it? Would think this kind of thing to be difficult, but it can be. In my case, I'm just replacing what's already here with another block. I could probably turn the Minecraft music back on. That might help. Turn it off because it was causing issues with the microphone and my personal voice audio. But that was back when everything was being recorded on one track. Now that everything's on separate tracks, it might be a lot less of an issue. I might turn it on next time as an experiment and see how it goes. Really sure what it was going on there. Break in place, break in place. The right rhythm is very nice. And then you come out of that rhythm and it gets really nasty really quickly. Yeah, it's good. Good. We'll just pretend those don't exist. It's time for the path now. And I think most of the snow is here already, so I'm just gonna start by... Oh. And just breaking down the powdered node sitting on the top here. Start with. I don't know if there's a super defined path. Take it this way just a little bit. Now, so the village is off that way. I guess they come around this way. Coming to it. Nice as you please. And down in here to the eternal winter. Serious thing. All of the land. Change much for the future of our characters. And the world in general. But they don't know that yet. They don't know what's in store for them. Not at all. Guys, I have been staring at this for a good day and a half, with almost no earthly idea what to do. To be quite honest, I fear I have lost the plot. But after a day or two of staring at it, I think I know how I want to finish it. I believe I described a mound of snow half blocking the entrance when I originally wrote down what this was supposed to look like. And so a mound of snow half blocking the entrance is what we are going to do. Bam. We're also going to grab some of the top snow. And I recently forgot that this was a thing, but you can do stuff like that. Get all kinds of different layers, which is awesome, if I do say so myself. Do there. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1. That was only 3. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh gosh, that does so much for it. Hang on. We're actually going to take this and we're going to pop it over here. Awesome. And then as a final finishing touch, I'm just going to take these cracked stone bricks where we marked out a path earlier. Gonna do that to give it a bit more definition. I'm resisting the urge to hum while I work right now. Yeah. Now, to you, does this look like a mysterious magical place? Oh. Does this look like a magical mysterious place to you? I think it does. A black rabbit? Hang on. Oh my gosh, it's a black rabbit. I have never seen one of those before. Fascinating. Anyway, because I am still obsessed with the crystal cave in here, just do one walk in. Right inside. Down to the source of the eternal winter. So there you have it, guys. Kristallshellirinn, the crystal cave, and the eternal winter. Next episode, we're going to be moving on, and we're going to be building the warrior campsite, and that's going to get its own kind of lore. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and see you next time. Goodbye!